It's quite it's quite a, a kind of offbeat story, I guess. So my kind of prime, I moved to Bombay about 4 years in January, be 4 years, and I've always kind of my primary focus has always kind of been I act and I've been involved in the performing arts for a while, and on that journey when I was in England before. Sorry, on that journey when I was in England before, I had done a couple of videos, and they were for like societies, for like university clubs to promote our events and stuff like that. And then when I came to, and I already always had like an interest in filmmaking, and then when I came to India, in fact, a close friend of mine called Garima Yagnik, she was doing a music video, her first one called Mehrbani. And at the time, she just wanted someone to do the behind the scenes and show it to Times Music, who were going to release the song. And so, as a friend, I just went there, I took my camera, and I did it behind the scenes. And I cut it and I showed it to them, and they liked it. And then they turned around and they said, "Do you want to direct the music video?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, that sounds fine. You're giving me money to make a movie, which sounds amazing." That's really interesting. I think it is a little bit related to my arts background, but I have a very visual imagination anyway. In terms of whether this aesthetic appealing, I think I just try and create something cool and hope that it will look really cool as well. But in terms of I like the bold use of colors, and I've used a couple of those in my videos, and that I guess does come from a kind of graphic design background, a bit of fine art background as well. Um, so yeah, I hope that they will be aesthetically appealing. So yeah. So I think what the brief that Sony gave me was they really wanted to let the songs stand up by themselves, to give the songs a platform to be shown. So as soon as I got to know that, I listened to the song a bunch of times. I spoke to Rajan, I spoke to the guys at Yellow Diary, because for me it's really important that the video is really complements the song. So I really want to know when they were writing the lyrics what they were thinking about. I want to listen to it a bunch of times. I want to see what kind of feeling does it give me, and then a combination of how I feel, how the artist feels, how the music label feels, and bringing all those things together to do something. But for me, it's because each song really has its own theme, its own feel. So I really wanted to bring that up and really being able to differentiate each song instantly. So you can look at Buniyaad, and that's like very, very strong black and white. Um, so each one definitely had its own theme. It had its own purpose. It had its own, the idea behind it was different for each one. Of the three, Bunyad is the one that when I listen to it gives me goosebumps.
Right.
And even when I was shooting it, it was the last song we shot in the day. And it was a very, very, very long day because a lot of people, like, you cannot shoot three music videos in one day. So it was we were working like a 1.5 shift, and we were pushing it still. So I remember getting to like maybe the 17th hour when we were doing Bunyad, and I literally was looking at the monitor, and my mind just went off, and I just got compelled in looking at the visuals, which was so cool because it's never happened. Bunyad is, for some reason, it just gives me goosebumps. No, I do, and I really want the band's inputs because they've been with the song far longer than I have. They've conceived the song. So for me, it's really important to know where it's coming from. Raj and I spoke to when I was ideating about what to do with each song and how to give each song its own kind of identity. And I spoke to him because he's written two of the songs. Obviously, one is a kind of the Hordistan is obviously an older song, but when he was writing and when he sings a song, I really wanted to know what goes on inside him. So that really, each one of them was completely different, and from there stemmed my color palettes, my idea, my arc of the song. What is the background going to be like? What are the boys going to be wearing? But what's really cool is I love all five of them. They're great. They're super chill. They love to perform, and I really wanted to create that for the music video space for them to just be able to perform. And for anyone watching, it kind of feels like we just went to a Yellow Diary concert. And if we go to a concert, this is what I want the audience to feel like. This is a little ticket into a Yellow Diary concert. Yeah. That's so difficult because I'm very good friends with Arjun. I'm very good friends with Akasa. You know what? I'm so glad I've done videos for all three of them because all three of them have kind of been in the same space. I mean, they've been with Sony, but the songs have done such different stuff, and I really can't. I mean, to be honest, one of my favorite videos is the first lyric video that I made, which is very, very early on. I did that, it was like 2 years ago now. Akasa's Zara Zara, I loved. And I love doing that. It was something very different. Yellow Diary has been, I guess, the largest scale you could kind of say. Like a lot more to play with. That's very difficult to say. But I love with each of them the videos that I really love creating. Yeah, so very recently, Sicko Mode with was amazing. And I thought it kind of broke a lot of the rules. It was bonkers, and I love that because in a music video it can be bonkers, and I really, really love that. Do whatever the hell you want, try different visual styles. That's cool. I really liked also Hard to Love, Calvin Harris's one with Jessie Reyes because super duper simple and it was the vibe and that's what the song is about. It's about her vibe and just jamming across the city itself and just her part of that, and it was just this camera following her around and very, very intimate, and it's just that's all you need, and it was great for the song. Hi, this is Vishal Handa and you're watching me on Bandook. Please like, share and subscribe.